Hey, dude.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hanging out, man. A little tired today. A little extra work. Not heavy stuff, just a little extra run around. And, feel it a little bit.
I feel it every day with my son, man.
There you go. We've talked about in the past about wrestling, like how
Yeah.
we're big wrestling fans. Well, I don't know. Are you still a big wrestling fan? I'm sure we've talked about that too. But are you still a fan today?
I I don't watch today. No, I mean I'm a fan of the old days where we used to watch the 80s, 90s. Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Ultimate Warrior.
Good old
All
days.
the good old days. Yeah, I like watching those A&E shows. Like every weekend they put those A&E shows and showing the old days and then the dark side of the ring and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff's good, and I've talked about how I'm always watching clips on my phone because I run across them while I'm scrolling. Just some good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, when did you stop watching? Do you know?
Uh, I watched a little bit of the WCW when Hogan and Macho went over there. I still wanted to see those guys, and then when that was done, I was done. I didn't care for the new guys after that. Yeah.
Do you know what year that was by chance?
It was
Because I stopped
I,
watching maybe 96,
I was around
5.
there. Yeah, I was around there. Yeah,
Yeah, somewhere in somewhere in that
yeah,
somewhere around that year. 94, maybe 95, something like that.
yeah.
Okay, so we used to be big wrestling fans. Well, I got a little game for you, man.
All right,
Let's see how good you do. You ready?
I'm ready.
So, the top 10
Yeah,
wrestlers ever. Now, wrestlers in the WWE slash WWF.
okay.
So, just to give you a tip. So, for example, did Sting ever wrestle in the WWF?
I,
I don't
I'm not.
recall.
I don't.
Just
Not
an
when I.
example.
Yeah,
Let,
yeah,
let, let's say he was in it for 1 year, but
yeah,
he's one of the greatest. But he doesn't count, for
yeah.
example, because he wasn't in the WWF long enough to be considered one of the best. Okay,
Yeah.
so you got 10 here. Let's see
All
how many
right.
you can get. And
All right.
I'll tell you right now, one of them is one of the like older guys. I don't even know this guy. I think he might have been part of the show. I don't know him,
Okay.
but all the other guys are known guys.
All right. All right. Well, Hulk Hogan's a given.
Hulk Hogan's a given, and he comes in at the number 10 spot.
Oh, number 10. Well, that seems
Not, not
low. Low for the Hulkster. Where the Hulkamaniacs at, man? Say your
number
prayers and
10.
eat your vitamins.
Oh man, he probably didn't rip his shirt off enough times.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
Okay, I'm gonna say Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Stone Cold came in at number 2, dude.
number 2. Okay, I'm gonna say John Cena, and I didn't really watch these guys, by the way. I just
I
know.
didn't either, but
Yeah,
you know who they
you
are, and you
know.
know they were big stars.
Yeah, yeah.
John Cena came in at number 5 on the list.
Number 5. Okay. Whew,
Not
all right.
really too surprised on some of these. Maybe one. I was a little surprised with Hogan being at number 10,
Yeah,
but
that's
the
low.
rest are known guys. It might be a little tough to get. There's a bunch of wrestlers, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, is my favorite the Macho Man up there? Yep.
The Macho Man is at number 3.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Macho
number
Madness.
3.
My son still. I made the mistake of doing that voice for my son, and then he wanted me to always do it.
Oh,
He's
he'll ask for it.
Yeah, he's like, "You're the macho daddy now, dude. Be macho
Macho
daddy."
Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And I gotta do the voice.
uh,
O okay, all right, here's one I met at
by the way,
Comic-Con
you haven't
last.
missed one yet.
Yeah, though, man, you're jinxing me. All right. I'm gonna say one that I met at Comic-Con last year, Jake the Snake.
Mhm. Mhm.
Snake. Ah,
No, not in the top
no,
10.
not in the
I wish
top
you
10.
knew
Okay.
where he landed. I didn't look into that, but not in top 10.
All right. Well, he's a great guy, man. Great for overcoming all those demons he had, those drugs and all that. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right.
So we'll put him in at number 11 then.
All right. I'm gonna say Ric Flair, the Nature Boy.
Ric Flair, Nature Boy. So, okay.
Oh,
So
whoa. Oh
when
yeah,
I saw that list,
WWE. Yeah.
yes, yeah. So he apparently was only in the WWE/F for not that long, apparently.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, but it seemed like he was there forever. He made such a
It
huge
did.
impact. So for me, I feel like he should have been top 10.
Yeah.
But it's hard to top some of these new guys that you mentioned already, like Stone Cold and Cena, who were there forever and made such a huge impact as well.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go for there's a new one I know of, Roman Reigns. Is he up there?
Roman Reigns is not on there.
Okay.
I would say go back to the old school.
Go back to the old school.
You got a few guys on there you're missing, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go the greatest there ever was, Bret the Hitman Hart.
The greatest there ever was comes in at number 1 on the list as the best
Wow,
wrestler.
number one. Wow.
WWF. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, he was great. He was great.
He was good. He was super good.
Yeah.
He got dicked, but
Montreal Screwjob, yeah.
man, he got done dirty.
But hey, what happened to his brother is even worse, man.
What happened to his brother is one of the worst things that could happen.
Falling
And
from the sky, man. Doing a stupid ring thing, and he falls all the way from the top of the rafters onto the ring. Man.
Yeah, the ref said that he felt him right next to him as he fell and hit the thing, and he didn't really know what was going on there for a split second. He said he just felt them, and but somebody else said that they heard him say, like, move, get out of the way, or it said something on the way down, like, hey, I'm not, like that was the kind of guy that he was. He was just trying not to hurt anybody else. He knew, he knew it wasn't going to be good.
That sucks, man.
That's terrible.
Terrible. Okay. I'm gonna say Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels came in at number 8. So you're missing number 9,
Okay.
7, 6, and 4.
Shawn Michaels, I loved before he became Shawn Michaels when he was the Rockers, with Marty Jannetty.
Man, the Rockers.
The Rockers were great.
So good. Those guys work so well together.
Yeah. So there's no tag teams on here, right? It's not gonna have the Road Warriors or
no tag teams because they're just asking for best wrestler of all time or top 10. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the criteria is. I don't know if it's like technique, if it's just like impact, if it's a whole, if it's like the whole thing together. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're basing it on.
Yeah. Here, I'll go with the old one. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He was a good wrestler.
No, Ricky.
No, Ricky. Okay.
No. I'm gonna give you one because I think it's kind of tough.
All right.
Well, first of all, let me give you the super old one that I don't even know him. Bruno
Sammartini. I've heard of him, but yeah,
same
old one. Yeah.
Yeah, so he came in actually at number 6.
Okay.
Yeah, he came in at number 6 ahead of Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan. I'm gonna give you one more. Well, I'll just tell you, we made fun of him because we didn't really know much as kids, but we used to say he used to wear a skirt.
Right. Well, I was gonna say this one next.
Oh, I should have
Rowdy,
given you a chance.
Rowdy Piper, Roddy Piper.
Rowdy Roddy Piper came in at number 9.
Yeah, yeah,
So for this next guy, I would say go right along the lines, dude. Huge superstar, man.
yeah.
Stick with those guys
What
like Stone Cold and Cena and those guys in that era. Huge.
before we get to that, do you know Rowdy's famous movie line that people still quote? It's from a sci-fi
No,
movie.
no, I
Okay,
don't.
it's from a movie called They Live. He walks into this bank. He goes, "I've come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum."
Oh man,
I
that
love
is
it.
good.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. All right, I'm gonna say Brock Lesnar. What about Brock Lesnar?
No, no Brock.
No, no Brock. Okay.
Nope. But in that era a little
Oh,
bit still.
oh,
You're
I
missing the
know.
big one, man.
I know the Rock. The Rock. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Yeah.
There you go. I hit the wrong button. The Rock at number 7. You're just missing number 4 right now. He's back in the days with more so Hogan, but he was there for both.
Uh, oh,
Just think
more
dark.
football. Oh, the Undertaker. Undertaker.
Undertaker came in at number 4. So the Hulkster was a little surprising, I thought. Yeah?
That was, that was maybe they're saying technical, like as far as a technical wrestler. I mean, yeah, Hulk wasn't the greatest. I mean, you could find 10 better at least than Hulk at actual wrestling. But
Hmm.
as far as impact, I'd say he's number one. Like
Yeah, as far as impact, showmanship,
showmanship. Yeah,
right? I mean,
yeah,
huge when it comes to that. The his
yeah,
his little the little cuts they do.
yeah. Hey, brother, you better say your prayers and eat your vitamins. Like yeah,
Yep. So I don't know. I think I would have put him up a little bit up there. But do you put him ahead of like The Rock, who was also that same style of guy?
well, for us, yeah. I mean, because
For
we didn't
us, yeah.
watch The Rock, so we'd hear about him. We'd hear what he was doing, but I think
I'm
it's kind
curious.
of
Yeah,
hard.
I'm curious. I'm curious with somebody
Mhm.
who's been watching both.
Yeah,
What they would like. What are your thoughts on that? Comment below. Let us know
yeah.
what you think.
Comment.
If you think the Rock is bigger than Hulk Hogan, if you're somebody who got to see both guys, because I know the Rock was huge, and I mean he's
Yeah,
an actor, so he's
yeah,
gonna put on a good show.
yeah. Did you hear about the douchebag move that The Rock did recently? Kind of thinking
No.
how big he is. He so All right. So the last election, I guess he endorsed Biden, and then so recently he came out and said, I'm not going to endorse anyone this time, or I'm not going to endorse Biden or whatever." Like, who- are people really listening to what The Rock is saying about who they're going to vote for? Like, are
They're
people
not
waiting
listening,
on
but
that? Like,
they're smelling what he's saying.
they're smelling.
Um, dude, did, I did hear this. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
now.
Like who's waiting to hear what The Rock say? Oh, I guess I'm gonna vote for Trump now if The Rock tells me to. Like you know,
Oh God, I don't know, but an 18-year-old maybe. I don't know. They just
that
just
just
turned
lives
18.
and breathes The Rock. Like
I
buys The Rock cologne and
I don't know. Yeah,
I
just
don't
another
know.
form of endorsement, I guess.
But how narcissistic do you have to be? Like, oh,
Hmm.
I gotta announce this, but I'm not voting for anyone this time, or whatever he said. I'm not endorsing Biden.
Yeah, let me let the world know what I think.
Yeah.
Can you smell
Like,
what the Rock is cooking? Uh-huh.
fucking Rock.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, I just thought like
That was a fun
I
game.
just thought Hogan. Shit, I mean,
You
Bruno. Who the
should
hell's
have.
Bruno? Why
Well,
you put him ahead of this guy?
yeah. I mean, well, you know, we all know his name, so he must have been influential back then. You know, you hear the old guys talking about him.
Yeah, how many people were watching back then? Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I get it. I get it. Yeah, people do mention him and they do say he's one of the best. What about the Undertaker? You think he's ahead of the Undertaker?
No, I don't think he
Hulk
is. No.
Hogan?
Oh, Hogan?
I do.
Yeah, yeah. I think he is. Yeah.
And I got to see both of those guys. I didn't get to see Undertaker into the next phase of his career there, but
No.
I know the Undertaker very well
Yeah,
from back in the day.
yeah.
And
Well,
I don't know, man.
he's still been doing it like up till now. I think you always hear him. He's always at WrestleMania every year doing a match. Like crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, you know what's funny? I watched the last WrestleMania
Oh yeah,
because it was let's just say it was free.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so I was just curious. I'm like, I'm gonna tune in, and it was just I didn't watch the whole thing. I shouldn't say I watched. I just saw the last match,
Mhm.
and it's two guys I don't know. I was that guy you mentioned, actually. I think.
Roman Reigns. Yeah, I tuned
Yeah.
in for a minute too. It was on Peacock. I have
Did
Peacock,
you
so
really?
yeah, yeah. So
That's
I
funny.
yeah, but
Yeah, and now I
that
can
was
remember who it was. It was 2-on-2, right? Was it two on
uh,
two or 1-on-1?
I don't remember, but I know his big rival is Cody Rhodes, who's Dusty Rhodes' kid.
I didn't even know that was him. I'm like, Cody
Yeah,
Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. I'm watching it. Yeah, that's who it was.
yeah,
And then, yeah, I didn't realize that's what that was. Okay.
yeah.
Dude, people that love this shit right now are going, look at these idiots.
I know.
I'd shut it off too, to be honest. Look at these. What it, Cody and Reigns, they're like the best ever, bro. You know?
Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, you
And
gotta
we
get
have no
with it.
idea who they are. That
I,
sucks.
I know.
Um, I don't remember who won. I don't know.
Uh,
I watched the damn thing.
I don't know. I didn't watch till the end, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. Well, those are your WWF news for the week. Thanks for tuning in on that. You got any you got OC news?
OC News. Well, you know
Anything
what?
interesting?
You know what I was thinking? There
No.
there is there is a new shop that you're familiar with.
Yes, sir. I am.
Yeah. Yeah, called Now A Daze.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays. Yeah, yeah, yeah. New smoke shop that that's the place to be. I don't usually go to those places, but this one is very cool. I've seen firsthand what you guys are doing over there. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been a few times.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we can both do that one. That was I had like a two deal thing going on, and that was gonna be one of them I wanted to talk about. Yes, so my girlfriend did open up a smoke shop. It's on Harbor Boulevard and Victoria. It's in Costa Mesa. It's only been open for a little bit over a week now, and so yeah, it's really nice. I mean, you've been in a few times.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice, it's got everything you need for, if you're
Everything you
gonna
need for a smoke session.
smoke section. Do you
Yeah.
remember what they some people used to call me in high school? Do you remember that?
Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, now that you're mentioning that, dude, what was it? Hold on. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Hold on.
It, yeah.
Ah, yeah, it's coming back to me. Oh, your eyes used to be red all the
My
time.
eyes and
That's what it was.
you know what that my eyes were red from in reality instead of what everybody thought it was?
They used to call you. Wait, was it Tweaker?
It was
It
Tweaker.
was
But
Tweaker.
but do you know why my eyes were red?
Uh, no, you're smoking.
No, no, I wasn't
What was
smoking.
it?
Look up in that corner over.
LeBron?
No, not LeBron. The hot sauce, man. I would eat
Oh,
that
the hot sauce
that damn hot sauce by itself, and it would turn my eyes red.
through your eyeballs?
Yep, yep,
Jesus.
yep.
How the hell?
Well, I would eat so much of it, but well,
Uh-huh.
I'd also get allergies, and I I lived right next to the field. There's a field and all the pollens and all that. I'd get
Yeah.
allergies, but I'd also eat like gobs. I'd buy a whole box of that hot
Oh
sauce
man.
and like eat it, and my eyes would turn red. So people thought I was smoking, and I wasn't.
I remember that now, bro. I
and,
forgot about that,
and,
man. You
and it
used to
got
walk up, man, and we would all be sitting there. We go like, look at this guy.
and it got so bad. My teachers, like, people would call this, say this in front of my teachers, and and they'd start talking about it in class. Like one of my teachers was like, "Well, some people can handle it earlier than
Oh
others." Like,
man.
I'm just sitting there, like, what? I can't even say anything right now.
Oh man, that thing was just way too funny, dude. I completely forgot about that. That's great. Yeah, and then uh yeah, so and then Tweaker didn't even make sense because yeah, you wouldn't have you wouldn't have red eyes. It'd be like, unless you're smoking pot. I don't know why we did Tweaker. I don't get it, but whatever. Oh man, that's too funny, dude. I forgot about that. All right. I'm gonna start calling you that again.
Damn it.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, the shop. Yeah, it's called Now A Daze. NOWADAZE. It is on Instagram. Follow on Instagram. Any questions like that, you can always message or comment or whatever you want. Email, all of that. We have an Instagram page for the OC dudes as well, so you can follow that and always ask questions there. Yeah. So show
And
some pictures one of these days. Oh, and it's just real quick. We mentioned everything you need for a smoke session, but except flour, it's not a dispensary, so you cannot go in there and buy flour. It's not what it is.
yeah,
Just
not
putting it
yet,
out there.
not yet.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Yeah,
That's the goal. That's the hope. We shall see.
yeah, yeah. And you already know I'm been directing Raiders fans over to you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Raider fan, that was gonna be my other part of the OC news.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, thanks to our buddy Duncan, he shot that over. So Costa Mesa is considering hosting the Raiders for the 2024 training camp. Considering,
It's
so
it's
I don't know
it's
if
no, it's been approved. I saw
it has been approved.
it has been approved.
Great, great. Okay, yeah. So they were discussing a potential 1-year agreement. Is that what it came out to be? Do you know?
I believe so. The only
Okay.
problem the problem is going to be
Yeah,
they
that they're
have to
Raiders.
well, besides that, they have to get the permission from the Rams and the Chargers to be able to be there, and there's something like they may not be able to have fans there except for like season ticket holders, or yeah, there's something weird about how they weren't allowed to allow a lot of fans in or something. Yeah.
But aren't the Rams in Irvine?
Usually, you know what, this year the Saints are in Irvine.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But because it's the Rams and Chargers territory, they're supposed to, yeah, they're supposed to get some kind of consent or something. I don't know. I don't know.
The Chargers practice there?
They did until this year. They're going to El Segundo, but that was the
Okay.
Chargers' home. So I feel a little weird about it having the Raiders
Mm-hmm.
come there now.
And it sucks for you because you used to go and watch there in Costa Mesa.
It was right down the street. See my favorite
Mm.
team. I'd go like almost every day. I'd film all the videos. Like I'd have all the Chargers fans commenting on my videos of everyone there.
Yeah. What is your what is your Twitter?
It's at Jason Delgado 78. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I seen that a lot. You would post a lot of your videos on there, and people would be commenting.
Yeah, they were blowing up. I was having big NFL accounts like retweeting my tweets and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Super cool. Now you got to drive all the way the hell out there.
I know, but I'll do it. I'll do it for my Chargers, but not as often as I would be able to just down the street.
Yeah. That was very convenient.
Yeah.
Well, a couple cool things that'll come out of this. Like $600,000 will go towards improving the fields at the camp. The place is called Jack Hammett,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah, that sound right.
Yeah.
And what else here? They're gonna be donating outdoor weight training equipment to Costa Mesa High School, so that's cool.
Oh, and I want to say I'm not a jealous ex. I'm not going to say if I can't have you, nobody can have you. At least somebody gets to enjoy
it. Yeah, I guess.
I do see Charger fans complaining like, oh, there's going to be a bunch of Raiders fans in the area now.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
We don't want all those hooligans here.
Yeah, a lot of teams practice in California. I think the Cowboys are out here as well.
Yeah, if they do open it up to the fans, like, and they're the Raiders are with another team, scrimmaging like they usually do, would you go down to get autographs and stuff like that?
Yeah, that'd be cool, I think. Yeah, then that'd be cool to see them. Why not? I mean,
yeah.
There's a couple times I was supposed to go out with you, and I didn't get to do it. To go check out the Chargers.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. Maybe I just got lazy. I think one day it was like 103. I'm not standing out there. Yeah, I'm not standing out there. I went one time to the Rams when they first got here, and we were under a canopy, so I was like, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, no, well, the Chargers had a big canopy too. Like the last couple years, they did. You had to get there early to be able to get a seat inside the canopy. You had to get.
Yeah, that's the problem right there.
Yeah.
I seen you come back looking like a shrimp a couple times.
I did.
Yeah, and I mean the one I went to is my buddy. He worked there. I think he still does, maybe, but he was working there as a trainer, and so he was able to get that VIP deal thing, and where we got food and drinks and got to hang out in this little area, So that was neat. Can't beat that.
No, you can't.
No.
I got that once with the Chargers. They saw me trying to get in there, and they're like, they let me in the VIP tent once, and all kinds of food and snacks in there, and like, yeah, and really easy to go up to the players in that section. So that was really cool.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, dude. I don't know why I'm freaking coughing all of a sudden.
Me too. It's going around.
What the hell? I've been coughing. Now I'm coughing. So, all right. I want to ask you a question because I heard this on talk radio, sports talk radio. And so the guys were talking, and the one guy said, he said that, so there's a guy that's in their group of friends. He knows him well, and he said he was watching Pornhub, Pornhub, probably one of these, and that he saw that guy in a video. It happened to pop up on his thing. But he's gay, by the way. He's gay. So, yeah, so he's watching gay porn, and his buddy was in the video. Okay. So his question that he was asking everyone was, do I go up to this guy and say something? Or do I wait to maybe he says something, or maybe he doesn't want me to know, or anybody in the group for that matter? Or do I say something and go, hey, dude, I freaking saw you like in a video. So so my question is, if I was in the video and there's I don't know. If I did a video, I would most likely have 2 girls with me, or 3 or 4. So, hey, let's see, you're
Of
watching
course, of course.
Pornhub or whatever it was, and you seen me on there. Would you approach me about it? And if so, what would you say?
I'd call you up right away. I'd be like, what's going on, dude?
Would you really?
Yeah. I'd send you the link. What the heck is this?
What?
What's going
Really?
on,
You would? It
man?
wouldn't be weird, and you'd be like, "Ah, dude, what do I say?" Like, it wouldn't be a weird thing at all.
I, we've been friends too long,
No?
man. Yeah, no. Just be like, what's going on, dude?
Like, what the fuck, man? Thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
All right, so that's interesting. Well, I think. All right, so if I were watching, and then you popped up, and I didn't even think about it because I was thinking more like what you would tell me.
Yeah.
But like, if I went on there and I just seen you like pounding dudes left and right.
What? The dudes? Hey, man. Get out of here.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Who knows, right?
Oh.
So let's see. So you're pounding a bunch of dudes. What do I say? Like, do I go? what do you do with pounding dudes? All right. Let's say it was a female.
Let's say.
Well, again, dude, we're not here to expose anyone or we we've said it before. We love everyone, so. so, so yeah, whatever you do in your spare time is spare time, probably well spent. I don't know. Anyway, so okay, so it's a girl. Yeah, I think I would do the same thing. Would I call you?
Yeah.
I would probably. Oh fuck, I'm crying. Would I call you or would I wait? I think regardless, yeah, I would definitely be like, "What the hell, man? What is this? Like, what do you? When did this start? How did it happen? How do you even get into this?" I'd have a lot of questions.
I gotta think, like, if it was someone I wasn't as close with, like,
Mhm.
yeah, that would be weird. That'd be weird.
So in this case, I think he knows him well enough that I don't know. It didn't seem like they were really close friends,
Yeah,
but he's in that circle. So when they go out, sometimes the guy's there, type thing. You know how that is. So you know him well enough.
yeah. So if it was
Yeah,
Big Dog,
yeah.
With
But yeah, I guess that's a good one. I was gonna say you know him well enough though.
yeah, I know Big Dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was thinking more like if it was your buddy, oh crap, what's his name? He was at the concert and at your birthday.
Josh? Oh, Jess?
Jess, yeah.
Yeah,
So I think it might be more like that, where I've seen him several times and I know him. We've spoken, we've had conversations, but we're not. I'm never gonna call the guy to hang out like that. Well, not right now. Let's say.
Yeah.
So if I seen him next time I saw him, would I bring it up?
Would you?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm shy. I'd go to you first. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. All right, let's move on. What do you got? What are you watching or what's good? It's on Pornhub, is it?
No. Yeah,
Okay.
I saw the new Planet of the Apes movie, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, that
I have
man,
a feeling. I don't know. I'm just gonna guess. I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna just. I think you liked it.
you would be correct. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was worried when I went to WonderCon. They had a panel with a bunch of directors on it. It was called Directors on Directing, They had the director of Planet of the Apes. They had the two directors of
Clever
Abigail.
title.
Yeah. uh, the two directors of Abigail and the director of The Fall Guy. I watched all those movies, but uh, I got worried when the director of Planet of the Apes said this is a requel. It's it's not a sequel and it's not a reboot. It's a combination of those two. It's like you know a reboot
Okay.
slash sequel. And I turned to Michael, who was on the show before, and I was like, man, I hate requels, man. Like, I'm worried about this movie. I hate those kind of movies because you think of I don't know, like The
Can I be
Force
honest with you?
Awakens. Yeah, yeah.
I've never heard that term.
Well, yeah, it's more of a film term. It's something I've written about before because film. I write about film a lot. Like, think about. Well, you're not a Star Wars guy, so the Force Awakens. You didn't see that. Scream. You don't watch Scream either. There was a requel with Scream where it so it reboots everything up, but it's still continuing the franchise on. Like it's taking the original and kind of redoing it while it's also a sequel at the same time, like carrying the story on at the same time. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen a couple Scream movies.
You've seen it, but you haven't seen the newer ones, right?
I
With
haven't seen the news. The news, no, I have not.
okay, so
Still pretty good. You mentioned it.
it it's still, but well, the first one, which was a requel, which restarted, I didn't like it for that reason.
Oh.
I I mildly enjoyed it, but it was like
Mm.
they're doing the same thing over again. How can I get behind this when it's just copying what's come before and just adding a little bit here and there? I was like, let's do something new, and then the next ones after that, they do something new, and I enjoy those more.
Mm.
So I was worried when I heard that term, but when I saw the movie, it was different enough. It was like it barely had anything to with a remake. I saw elements of it. It was like, okay, there's some elements here, but it goes off on its own enough where it's like, oh wow, this is really cool, and it takes the history of the newer Planet of the Apes movies, which were also really really good, by the way. I don't know if you saw those,
I've seen a
but
couple of them also as well. Yeah, I
but
actually seen the original one back in the day.
oh, I love the original, man.
Yeah, I remember being a kid and just being scared shitless after
Yeah,
that.
yeah, written by Rod Sterling, who was the Twilight Zone guy. The guy who
Okay,
you know,
I remember that show.
yeah, yeah. So I love that, but yeah, it takes like the legend of Caesar. Caesar's the main, ape in these newer movies, and it gives him a legend, and it also has apes who twist that legend, and great story, great does a great job of making you care about this group of apes and what in their history and what's going on in this new one, and great epic movie, man.
Are you saying
Action.
twist his legend as in like to be bad,
Like
or how?
like uh, yeah, it's
Because
like
you're talking
bending.
about his legend, so you're saying this guy is a legend, like he's well known and he's
Yeah,
the
like
best, whatever.
apes will start doing stuff and they'll say for Caesar, but the reasons behind what they're doing is not what Caesar would have wanted. And
Mm.
one of the smart apes who's dying out, like he kind of explains to the main character, like, how twisted it's become, because this is many years later. It's like any kind of legend, things get twisted over time. So that was interesting, man. A really good story. Just brings you in there, the characters you care about. Great movie. It is long, but it's worth it, man. Worth it.
Okay, so you do have to see the previous two, then, is that right?
Uh, three. Well,
Three.
yeah. Caesar was three films. Yeah. You
Okay,
you don't have to, but it'll
it would
help a
make more
lot.
sense. I
It would
mean,
make more sense. There is a little thing at the very beginning that a little text that tells the history really
oh,
quick, and it
sweet.
shows yeah, it shows like the final scene of the old ones.
Okay, I kind of dig that.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know how people. I don't know if people what would people think of that, but that's kind of cool. I
I,
think.
yeah, yeah. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, a little
Good
refresher. It's kind of like going into a new
refresher.
season of a show, and then they give you
Yeah,
everything that happened the previous season. Like, oh yeah, I would never thought of that, but you didn't show me that.
yeah, yeah. So I loved how it carried everything on, and but it still had the same feel of Planet of the Apes. What you would love about it, you know.
Very cool. Okay. I'm right now just jumping around,
Mhm.
just watching like a couple different shows. I've been stuck on a couple of I get stuck on like therapy shows for some reason. I
Oh,
enjoy those.
is it that couples therapy?
There's a
Is it
few different ones.
okay
Couples is yeah, couples therapy is one of them.
on like MTV, and then they show it on Showtime too, or something like?
I think it is Showtime. Yeah, I think it was, and then I think I finished it, or I don't even know how many seasons there are. But I know I finished one of them, and then I got on this other one, this like a sex therapy one, and then some other one. I don't even know the name of it, and I just like bounce around, just like watch it, and then I get stuck. Also, I get stuck a lot on like the animal stuff, like evolution
Animal
and
stuff. Hey
yeah,
man.
on Pornhub. If you saw me, um,
Saw you with an animal.
would you like me? What would you say?
This
What
show
if
would
it's
be
just
over, man. This show would be done.
what if it's just a dude in a bear suit? Does that count?
Oh man.
No, it's just
Oh,
like
we're gonna have to do a parental advisory on this episode.
yeah, probably. You can just market adults only, right? Like
Yeah,
not for kids.
not for kids.
Yeah, yeah, but it's anything like with that, man, like sea and everything that goes on in the ocean and even evolution and how they ended up, supposedly becoming land animals and little by little and other sorts. I mean, I just get caught up on all that, man. I like that stuff, and so that's all I'm doing, just jumping around watching different crap right now. I don't really have a show that I'm really watching right now. Are you?
I do. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the Jinx on HBO
Oh, I
on
did. I
Max.
did run across that. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's season 2 of it now. I binged it to catch up on it, but yeah,
Those are always good.
those are good. Murder. They're going through the trial right now. His trial for the second person he murdered, who he's gotten off on other trials of people he murdered. Well, who they give a lot of strong evidence that he murdered these people, and now the trial is actually bringing in evidence from the first season of the TV show into the trial. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Is this something that needs 2 seasons worth of stuff?
I, well, I think so because now it's the trial. The first season was just you know showing what went on with this guy.
What went on?
What went on, and now it's the actual trial going on. That
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like shows like that too. Those are another one of those I could get stuck on where I'm just start watching and next thing you know, I'll just watch the whole episode, you know.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Murder or like serial killer stuff. That's good
Mhm.
stuff.
Now, I was talking about this recently with a friend. My buddy Josh, his wife went to one of those horror conventions that I go to a lot, and she bought a T-shirt that was kind of glorifying Richard Ramirez, the Night
Mm,
Stalker. So
mm.
what do you think about that? Because me and Josh kind of had a reaction to that when we saw that. You know,
Yeah, well,
but
a lot of these guys have like super fans.
they
So
do,
I don't know.
but
I could see that being a thing, but did it say something? I guess it
yeah,
depends what it says or what.
yeah. It said so. I can't recall what it said at the
What like
time, but
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
No, no, no.
It's like,
Some,
oh, poor guy.
something. No, something with his picture and glorifying him in some way, whatever. But me and Josh kind of had the reaction like we grew up like being afraid when we were kids of the Night Stalker because he was in
Yeah,
Orange County killing
yeah,
people,
I remember,
Like, yeah,
bro. I remember that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like kind of weird to have this shirt here where like, I don't know. It feels weird. Feels
yeah. The
weird.
guy was
But
in freaking Irvine doing this shit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
dude, I remember, and I remember sitting, laying there once in bed, and I used to live on bottom floor. It was like 2-story,
mhm.
and the stairs that went up, you can always hear people walking and on that thing. And I was like, oh, what if it's him?
Yep, yep. Yeah, because we were talking about this with Jess too, and we were all saying the same thing. Like we were all scared at the time. Like
Mm-hmm.
adults were telling us shut your windows. Like you got to be
Yeah.
careful. You gotta go inside before it's dark because the Night Stalker's out there. Like he's gonna get you. Like
Yeah, I remember that
yeah,
stuff. We used to leave windows
yeah.
open and doors open, and then
Oh yeah,
for a little while there, it
Eh,
was
yeah.
we had to
Everyone
close
did
them.
back then. Everyone did back then. You didn't lock your door. Your
Like, oh yeah,
window.
like lock your, yeah, no,
Oh
no. I mean, I guess depending where you live,
oh yeah,
but
yeah.
even where I used to live, now I would probably I would lock my door. I'm not leaving anything open. It was just different. It was a different time.
Different time. Yeah, and I get the fascination with serial killers. They're fascinating, but I don't know. I think there's a certain line when you're buying T-shirts of them and stuff, and like like that gets a little weird. But like I'm not saying anything like against Josh's wife. Awesome woman. Like I get the
No, it's just your
fascination.
opinion on the
Yeah, just me
on
myself. I
glorifying.
wouldn't. Yeah, yeah.
A lot of these girls wanted to be with these guys too.
Yeah, yeah, they get conjugal visits and all that stuff.
It's on
It's
another freaky level, dude.
it's
Some
another
of these guys
level.
have strangled people.
Yeah, yeah. And that on the set show, you didn't watch that recent documentary, did you, about the Nickelodeon kids that got molested? And did you see that?
Oh no! What is this on? No, I haven't seen this.
Yeah, it was on. I can't remember what channel it was on, but it was on
Okay.
recently. It was a lot of people were talking about it, and I watched it, and the main molester guy on that show, he was a big fan of John Wayne Gacy, and
Oh, jeez.
he actually had letters that he kept of where he corresponded with Gacy in prison. They would send letters back and forth, and he had them as like trophies, like oh, like this is so cool. And the
Another creep.
Nickelodeon kids, yeah, the Nickelodeon kids went to his house and saw that, and they're like, that's when they first got the idea, like, oh, there's something off with this guy, and then the guy molests kids, and then what's even crazier is the guy gets convicted, he goes to prison, and a couple of years later, he's working at Disney. Like, how can that happen? Like,
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about him at my birthday. I don't know why he got brought up, but we
yeah,
were
yeah.
talking a little bit about him, and we were trying to figure out his name is what it was. But I listened to her, what's her name, the iCarly chick. I listened to her book,
Mhm.
and that's crazy. She talks about it in there. A lot
Yeah,
of the stuff that went on, and not just with him, like stuff that went on with a couple other people, and she felt uncomfortable, and yeah, it's creepy as hell, man.
yeah, yeah. It just sucks. These kids, the stuff they can go through in Hollywood, like, and you think even if they don't have to deal with that stuff, like the fame and the money at that age,
Yeah, like that's not
it's
enough to deal with.
yeah, man. Like, you know,
It just messes with you. I'll tell you what I did see. I saw that Tom Brady roast.
oh, I finally saw that too, man.
Okay, did you
Finally
do it
saw that.
all? You watched it all one night or what?
I did
It's
all.
3 hours long, bro.
all on my freaking phone too, because I
Oh
told you
no.
I text yeah, and I texted you guys this problem I have with Netflix, man. This is why I don't watch a lot of Netflix shows. Everything else works on my TV, on my Roku
Hmm.
app, and Netflix is the only one that crashes every freaking time. Like every few minutes, it just freezes, and that's the only one. And I'll delete the app, I'll restart it. Sometimes it'll work for a little bit. I'm like, forget this stuff.
Oh man. Well, I did it in 3 separate nights too. I did an hour a night. That thing was so long,
Yeah,
but
that was
really good.
it
Really,
was
really good.
good. It was good. And you know what? I was just thinking of. I was thinking about for our group. Wouldn't that be funny if they did one with Aaron Rodgers, man?
You know what
Aaron
I was gonna
Rodgers. If they brought Brett Favre there,
Oh man.
and all the crazy stuff Rodgers has said recently, like all this out there stuff.
I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say, you know what would be funny if like in our group you guys all roasted me, you know?
Oh,
I thought you were gonna say we should all roast you.
well, that was already happening at your birthday, man. when when
I
I
would be
was
like, you know what, we were really close friends, but then he started pounding dudes, and that was it, man.
oh man,
That was it. I saw this video once, and
oh,
guy
at
was
least
wearing a bear suit.
you gotta
No.
at least get something realistic, man.
Hey,
But
it's all facts, man. Um,
man, like I was
but
telling
I,
the guys at your birthday, I can't do layups anymore because my shoulder, and Kevin was like, you couldn't do layups anyway.
yeah, true, true. That's
That's
funny.
true. That's true.
Oh man, yeah, that's true. They were roasting you a little bit that day.
Yeah, they were.
You kind of set yourself up though.
I did. I did.
But it was really good, man. I thought the worst ones were like Gronk and
Well, what did you think about Tom stepping in for that joke about the massage with
oh
his owner?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
what
saw
did
that
you think about
later. I
that?
didn't see that
Oh, you
live
didn't
because
see
I didn't
that?
watch it. Did it happen live? It
It did.
obviously, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
If he said don't do it, then don't do it. He's the guest,
He's
and
yes, yeah.
if he said keep that guy out of it for whatever reson, then I don't know. They should have honored that. I know it's a roast. Everyone's gonna say, but it's a roast. If you're there, you're gonna get it.
Yeah,
But it's Tom's roast,
yeah,
so he's letting you do all the Giselle stuff, all the inflating or what was it? Yeah, the footballs,
yeah. The football.
deflating.
Yeah. He's like,
So he's letting you
just
do everything.
just give me the 20 million. I'd admit I deflated those footballs.
Exactly. The recording, all that stuff. Even Belichick, that was pretty cool.
That was great.
So he's letting you literally do 99.9% of what you want, and he tells you don't leave this guy alone. I don't know, just leave him alone.
Yeah. And did you hear what Brady's ex-wife said about after she was upset
Mm.
how they went after her family and her?
No,
She
no.
thought they went too far.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, shut up.
You know what I was wondering? I was wondering where Wes Welker was, man. Like
Oh, yeah.
a big patriot like that. They mentioned him like once. What's going on, man? That guy was
Hmm.
one of his favorite receivers ever. Where's that guy?
Yeah, I know. They threw Edelman in there.
Yeah, Edelman was there. Yeah, Moss.
Yeah, I thought Gronk was terrible. He was just big doofus, bro. Just big
Yeah,
doofy guy. Like, I don't know,
goofy.
super goofy looking, and the
Yeah,
jokes about him were hilarious. So the ones
Hey,
that other people were saying.
they would, but Charger fans have a bone to pick with Kevin Hart about Gronk because Kevin Hart introduced Gronk as the number one all time in the NFL in touchdowns, and it's Antonio
Oh,
Gates.
Gates.
Antonio Gates, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
and Gronk didn't correct him either.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
he didn't know what was going on, dude.
he doesn't know. Yeah,
He doesn't know.
yeah, but
But
Kevin
yeah,
Hart,
I thought
yeah,
I thought the other one that was kind of weak was Affleck.
Affleck he was weak. He was weak.
Yeah, you think so too? Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
it's not that
yeah,
good.
no,
So yeah, those
no,
two guys were like crap. I think Kim Kardashian did better than those two guys.
She did. She did.
Oh
Yeah.
man. So there you go. That's what I saw, and then jumped around, but we'll see. I'm gonna get on something else, and hopefully have something to talk about next time as far as shows go or a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you still watching NBA since the Lakers are gone?
No, catching here and there, but no, not really. I'm not watching full games or even halves, to be honest. Like a
Yeah.
couple of the ones I was at a restaurant, I was just watching. It's like, okay, yeah, let's watch the game, you know. But no,
Yeah.
I'm not going out of my way to check it out. How about you?
Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit here and there. Not watching too much. I want the Nuggets to lose, but
Hey, they were down. They were down 2-0.
they were down 2, and then they won the next 2 in Minnesota. So but I will be a little sad. What do you think about the whole inside the NBA might be gone
Oh yeah,
after this postseason?
yeah. That would not be good. Those guys are great.
They are Kenny,
Yeah.
Charles, Shaq, Ernie. And there's been some great, like, touching stories coming about Ernie Johnson, the stuff he does. Like, there was a guy who said his dad contacted Ernie like way back in the 90s to say, hey, could you do this thing for my son? Like, he's a big fan of you guys. And just during a commercial break, Ernie had the whole crew like put together this little segment just for this kid, like to cheer him up. And then and the kid's grown up now, and he told the story. He showed the little clip,
Oh,
and
okay.
he said his dad just passed away, and like that meant so much to his dad,
Oh,
to
damn.
him and his dad. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, he seems like a good dude.
yeah,
He
Ernie's,
had his son who he was taking care of there for a while too.
yeah, who was on all kinds of tubes in the hospital, like in really bad shape. And Ernie was
Yeah, he
there.
didn't have to do that. He adopted him, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's not even his. Yeah, he's not even his kid, and he adopted him and took care of him. Passed away, right?
yeah, he passed away. Yeah,
He did. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. I hope they could figure something out because it would be best to keep those guys together.
I know, I know.
If they went somewhere else, it probably wouldn't be the same.
Probably not, yeah, because you got different producers, different
Yeah.
people telling you, yeah,
What to say, what to do, different rules maybe. I don't know. They seem to have pretty open space here and we're with TNT, so
yeah,
I will see. We'll see what happens there.
yeah, yeah.
Anything else, dude? Get out of here.
One more thing. What do you think about all this hype about? I don't know if you see all this hype about the NFL schedule release. Do people
No,
really?
why? What's going on?
It's just on Twitter, like, oh, what are the matchups going to be? They just announced. I guess the very first game is Baltimore against Kansas City on Thursday night, but the rest of
Oh,
the schedule is going to be some big reveal on NFL Network or whatever. Like, do people really care about this? I don't like. I don't know.
I guess I don't know why.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
who gives a shit? I don't know.
yeah.
You're
Like,
gonna get it eventually. Like, what's the issue here?
yeah. I
What
mean,
is the issue? What's the complaint or what?
no, I mean, I guess people are just excited. Like, I kind of get it. I'm a season ticket holder. Like, oh,
Uh-huh.
am I gonna have a Thanksgiving Day game? Or
Okay.
how's it gonna line up? Or Christmas Day game or something? Well,
Yeah. Yeah, but are you complaining on Twitter?
no, no, I'm not.
Just hold your horses.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's on its way.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, dude, let's get the
All
hell
right,
out.
dude. Yeah. But-
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go jump on Pornhub. Hope I don't run into anyone I know. All right, dude, later.
All right, later.
Peace.